crypto is something that we've been getting a lot of questions about lately. And
yeah, absolutely.
And we got a really fascinating set of questions from one listener in particular who I think kind of encapsulates what a lot of people are thinking about these days. And, this listener is clearly already pretty into crypto.
Right.
But has some really good and interesting and I think pretty advanced questions about kind of what the next level stuff is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It seems like they've been following along with the space for a little while now.
Yeah.
And now they're getting to some of the, the more interesting kind of questions like, okay, we get the basics now. Let's talk about
what's next?
What's next?
Yeah, what's on the horizon. So
right.
I think we're gonna tackle 9 questions today, and
nice.
They're really good ones. So let's just jump right into it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so first off, this listener asks, what are crypto wallets? Are we talking about like a physical wallet here, something I keep in my pocket?
That's a very, very common first question, right? Because we think of a wallet, we think of like, leather bifold, something like that.
Right.
But a crypto wallet is totally digital. Uh-huh. It's basically like a secure digital keychain that you use to hold your crypto keys. Yeah. Now, instead of storing actual coins like you might picture in a physical wallet, crypto wallets store these things called cryptographic keys. These keys are like long, complicated passwords, basically, that give you access to your cryptocurrency on the blockchain.
Okay, so is it like I don't actually have the coins like in the wallet? Is it more like I have the deed to the coins or something?
Exactly. That's a perfect analogy. You don't carry your house around in your wallet, but you have the deed to your house, which proves ownership.
Right.
So in a crypto wallet, you're not storing the actual cryptocurrency, but you have the keys that prove that you own it and that you can use it to send or receive it.
Gotcha. So the wallet's really just
access and ownership.
Ownership. Okay, cool. All right. Next up, this listener asked about Bitcoin Cash. Now, I think a lot of people are probably wondering the same thing, which is this like cash that's made out of Bitcoin?
I wish it were that simple, right? Like we could just, print out Bitcoin Cash.
Right.
But it's not quite like that. Bitcoin Cash is actually, like you could think of it as a branch that grew off of the main Bitcoin tree. Mm. It's what's called a hard fork in the crypto world.
Hard what?
A hard fork.
Hard fork, okay.
Yeah, basically that means that the original Bitcoin code was split and a new cryptocurrency was created. And this new cryptocurrency is Bitcoin Cash.
Okay, so why do they do that?
Well, Bitcoin was the very first cryptocurrency.
Right.
So it wasn't really designed to handle the massive volume of transactions that we see today. So as Bitcoin got more popular, transactions got really slow and also really expensive. So Bitcoin Cash was created to kind of address those issues by prioritizing faster and cheaper transactions.
So it's like they wanted to make something that could handle.
Yeah, exactly.
Rush hour traffic a little better.
It's all about scalability, right? Can the network handle all of the transactions that are coming its way? And Bitcoin Cash was designed to be better at that.
Okay, cool. All right, next up, this one's tricky.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure I fully understand it myself.
Okay.
The difference between stablecoins and cash coins. They both sound like they should be digital versions of...
Right. They both sound like they should just be like digital cash.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. But they serve different purposes.
Okay.
Think of stable coins like this. They're like the digital equivalent of a dollar bill.
Okay.
They're pegged to a stable asset, usually a fiat currency like the US dollar. Yeah. And this is done to minimize price fluctuations.
So it's trying to always be worth $1.
Exactly. They want to be as stable as possible, so you don't have to worry about your stablecoin suddenly losing half of its value.
Okay.
Right. So Tether and USD coin are a couple of good examples of stablecoins.
Okay.
Cash coins, on the other hand, are all about privacy. They use really advanced cryptography to obscure transaction details, so they're pretty much untraceable.
Okay, so stablecoins are stable?
Stable
cash coins are private?
Private and anonymous, exactly.
Oh.
Monero and Zcash are a couple good examples of cash coins.
Interesting. Okay, so this kind of leads into the next question, which is about fiat currency versus stablecoin. So fiat currency, we all know that's like dollars, euros, yen, the stuff that we use every day.
Right, the government-backed money.
Right. So how are stablecoins different?
Well, stablecoins are often pegged to a fiat currency.
Okay.
But they operate on a decentralized blockchain network, which means that there's no single entity in control.
Okay.
This can lead to a couple advantages for stablecoins. They can often be faster and cheaper to transact.
Okay.
And they're also borderless, so you can send them anywhere in the world without having to worry about exchange rates or bank fees. So they offer an alternative to traditional finance with certain advantages, but they also face some challenges, right? There's regulation regulatory uncertainty, and there's also the need to maintain the stability of that peg, making sure that your stablecoin is always worth $1.
So they're not trying to replace fiat currency, are they?
Well, I don't think they're necessarily trying to replace it. It's more like they're offering an alternative that has certain advantages in certain situations, especially when it comes to, digital transactions, cross-border payments, things like that.
Okay, cool. All right, next up we've got a classic crypto meme that this listener wanted to know more about, which is HODL.
Ah, yes, HODL, one of the original crypto memes.
What's the story behind that word?
Well, believe it or not, it started as a typo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back in 2013 on a Bitcoin forum. Somebody meant to type hold, telling people to hold on to their Bitcoin during a market dip.
Right, hold, don't sell.
Yeah, don't sell exactly hold. But they accidentally typed HODL, and it just became this viral sensation, symbolizing this, hold on for dear life mentality
That's so funny.
of crypto investors.
Yeah. It's funny because it also kind of it makes me think of this whole emotional side of investing.
Yeah.
Like fear and greed and,
Absolutely.
FOMO, right? It's not just cold, hard numbers. It's like you said, hold on for dear life. There's this element of
psychology,
emotion tied up in it.
Absolutely. It captures that sentiment perfectly. And I think, HODL really reflects the belief in the long-term potential of crypto. It's encouraging people to look past the volatility that's inevitable in the short term and focus on the bigger picture.
Okay. Speaking of market trends, this listener wants to know which cryptocurrencies performed really well over the past year.
That's always a tough question because the market changes so quickly.
Right.
But, we can look at some broader trends without naming specific coins.
Yeah, okay. What are some of those trends?
So one of the big trends that we've seen is the rise of DeFi, or decentralized finance.
Okay.
This includes projects that are focused on things like lending and borrowing, trading crypto assets without needing a traditional intermediary.
Right.
So basically cutting out the middleman.
Gotcha.
We've also seen growth in blockchain gaming and metaverse platforms where crypto is being used for in-game purchases, digital asset ownership, things like that.
Okay.
So those are a couple of the trends that have been really hot over the past year.
And I guess what we're seeing is that it's not just about the price going up. It's about how can we use this technology to actually do things.
Utility is becoming more and more important, right? It's not just about speculation anymore.
Right. Okay. So this leads into the next question, which is about AI and specifically AI agents and XRP.
Oh, yeah. This is a really interesting area.
So I don't even know what an AI agent is. Can you explain that?
Sure. So imagine you have this AI that can analyze market trends, predict price movements, and even execute trades on your behalf, all in a split second.
Wow.
That's the potential of an AI agent in the crypto space. They can make decisions based on data analysis, potentially removing emotional biases and human error from the equation. And XRP, with its focus on fast and low-cost transactions, is one cryptocurrency that could really benefit from AI-powered trading strategies.
So AI is going to basically help us not make dumb decisions when we trade.
That's the hope. But, AI is still in its early stages, so there's some risks to consider as well.
Like what?
Well, what if the AI algorithm makes an unexpected decision?
Right.
Or what if it's manipulated somehow? There are also regulatory concerns around AI and finance.
Right. It's all very new.
It's a new frontier.
Yeah, okay. So it's like giving a robot your money to trade, but you've got to make sure that robot's not going to run off with it.
It's a matter of trust.
Okay. All right. Last question. This one's a little scary.
Okay.
It's about quantum computing and its impact on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Is this a real danger, or is it just something we see in movies?
Well, quantum computing is a real thing.
Right.
And it's advancing rapidly. And it has the potential to break the encryption algorithms that are currently protecting Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So imagine a computer so powerful that it can track the codes that are guarding your digital assets.
So it's like a master key.
Basically.
That can unlock any Bitcoin wallet.
In theory, yes. But we're not there yet, thankfully. Quantum computers are still in their early stages of development.
Okay.
And it's unclear when or even if they'll be able to actually crack Bitcoin's encryption.
Right.
But the good news is the crypto community is aware of this potential threat, and they're actively working on developing quantum-resistant cryptography.
So it's a race against time, basically.
It is.
Well, this has been an absolutely incredible journey. I feel like my brain is about to explode.
A lot to take in.
Yeah, but really fascinating stuff.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure unpacking these concepts with you.
Yeah, and to everyone listening, thank you for diving deep with us. It's clear that cryptocurrency is here to stay.
Yeah.
And it's really changing the world around us.
Absolutely. And as you continue to explore, I think it's important to remember that knowledge is power in this space.
Right.
So keep learning about things like DeFi, the environmental impact of crypto mining, and the evolving regulatory landscape.
Right. It's all important.
The more you learn, the better equipped you'll be to navigate this space.
Yeah. And, as we wrap up, I want to leave you all with a question. Could decentralized digital currencies ultimately empower individuals and reshape the global financial system? It's something to think about.
It is.
Until next time, happy diving.